Hello everybody, my name is Ilya.
And my name is Tyler. Together we make up Kovray, a couple that loves to play board games.
And today we'll be teaching you how to play Twinkle Twinkle.
Twinkle Twinkle is designed by Ammon Anderson and it's published by Allplay, who helped sponsor this video.
Let's head to the table and let's learn how to play. As always, you'll begin by setting up. You'll place the observation board and scoreboard in the middle of the table. You'll use the side of the observation board for your player count. Next, you'll place all the star chart tiles into the draw bag and draw tiles one at a time to fill the current round row. Then, the next round row going left to right. Each time you reveal a tile with this symbol, slow, you'll slide it to the rightmost empty space in its row before drawing the next tile. Each player will then receive a standee, a star chart, and reference tiles for each of the 5 scoring objectives. You'll decide if you wish to play the standard objectives, which are green, or the advanced objectives, which are blue. All players should play with the same objectives. You'll now randomly arrange the player standees on the turn order track and you're now ready to play. In Twinkle Twinkle, you'll take turns drafting tiles from the observation board. You'll do this to build a starry night sky on your own star chart, aiming to score the most points by constellations, nova stars, and the game's various objectives. Depending on the tiles you choose, turn order will shift in the following turn. So not only will you be choosing based on the tile you need, but also the turn order for the next round as well. The end of the game will trigger when everyone has filled their star charts. At this point, the player with the most points wins. Twinkle Twinkle is played in rounds, with each player taking one turn each. On your turn, you'll collect a tile with your standee and place your tile into your star chart. When taking, you can choose any of the tiles in the current round row. However, wherever you and other players place your standees will indicate the turn order for the next round, so keep that in mind. When placing tiles on your star chart, you're free to flip and rotate the tile in any direction of your choice. You also do not have to place the tiles adjacent to existing tiles. Place wherever would work best for your strategy. After everyone has placed their tiles, you're ready for the end of the round phase. Here you'll move all the standees back up to the turn order track, retaining their order. Then you'll slide the leftover tile all the way to the left and move all the tiles from the next round row up to the current round row, retaining the same order of tiles. Finally, you'll refill the empty row. You'll draw one by one, and again, if you draw a tile with a slow symbol, you'll shift it all the way to the right if you're able to. You're now ready for the next round. Now let's go over the tile placement and how you'll score points throughout the game. Let's begin with constellations. Constellations are formed when the chain of 2 or more stars are connected through dotted lines. The only thing to note here is that lines at the corners can only connect to other lines diagonally. They cannot connect to corner lines on vertically or horizontally adjacent lines. If 2 constellations meet at the corner, they simply cross over each other without connecting. As for scoring, you'll score for the largest 2 constellations in your star chart based on the chart below. Additionally, you'll score for the number of constellations you have. You can attempt to balance the 2 objectives or really lean into one of them. Now, through all the tiles, you'll also notice nova stars. These are filled in. They'll each score a point at the end of the game, regardless of where they are on your star chart, as long as they're not next to a black hole. Those next to a black hole will not score. Nova stars can also contribute to constellations if connected. Let's go through the objectives now. Black holes will score 2 points if they're not beside another black hole, and an extra 3 if they're not beside any stars or planets. If 2 are adjacent, neither will score. Additionally, black holes do not look at tiles diagonally, just orthogonally adjacent tiles. Next we have asteroids. You'll score for each cluster of asteroids, even if there's only one present. Asteroids may be connected diagonally for this type of scoring. The more asteroids you have per cluster, the more points you'll score. Planets. Each planet will score 3 points. Comets. Each comet scores 1 point per star that is beside it. Diagonally does not count here. Lastly, satellites. For each, you'll score 3 points per black hole or planet directly beside it. Diagonally also does not count here. And that's why you may want to place the tiles in certain ways. Now you'll keep playing until everyone's star chart boards have been filled. You'll now score. You'll first score for constellations, then nova stars, and finish off with each of the objectives as we just discussed. You'll compare your scores and the player with the most points wins. Now once you're familiar with the game, go ahead and try the advanced objectives. Let's go through them. Black holes will score 5 points each if they're not beside another black hole. Otherwise, neither of the 2 will score. Additionally, they'll also eat up all the stars, including nova stars and planets beside them. They'll not count for constellations or scoring. However, the connections in the constellation will still stay in case this tile helps connect your larger constellation. The stars in this tile are simply ignored. Additionally, again, the tiles diagonal to the black hole are unaffected. Next, we have asteroids. You'll score your largest cluster that are together, and diagonally adjacent does count here. Additionally, if you have the fewest total asteroids out of all players, you'll lose 5 points. Planets. Each planet will score 2 points. And if you have the most total planets or are tied for the most, you'll score an extra 8 points. Comets. Each comet will score 3 points per constellation beside it. Lastly, satellites. Each satellite will score 3 points per planet and black hole in its row or column, whichever has more. Now those are the advanced objectives. Now let's dive into the differences for a 2-player variant. Here, every player will take 2 standees. One player will start on space 1 and 4, and the other 2 and 3. What this means is each round you'll take 2 turns instead of 1. The rest of the game remains the same. Now if you're playing solo, you'll play with Cosmobot. You'll play the same as 2-player, except when it is the Cosmobot's turn, you'll reference the guide to choose tiles to discard from the current round row. If there is a tie for the tile based on the guide, you'll choose the leftmost tile instead. At the end of the game, you'll compare your score to the scoring chart and see how you fared. Now let's give you a brief overview of Twinkle Twinkle How I Wonder, the expansion. How I Wonder adds 5 new objects to the mix. To set up, you'll select the 5 you wish to play with, making sure that they're indeed compatible with each other, as some require other objects to play. You'll then remove all the tiles with the other objects not in play from your draw bag. You'll then proceed to play as you normally would, exploring the various conditions for the nebulae, wormholes, galaxies, moons, and rocket ships. These all will have an advanced side in addition to the standard side, which means there's plenty of variability and combinations to explore in the game of Twinkle Twinkle.
And there you go, Twinkle Twinkle.
Do you have any questions? We're happy to answer them in the comments below. Just twinkle twinkle your way down there.
Ooh. Also, if you found this one helpful, make sure you hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button if you're new here, because we love talking and teaching board games.
We sure do. And hit that bell, because then you know when our videos will come out.
Mm-hmm.
Now, for our question of the day,
if you could turn a nursery rhyme into a board game, which one would it be and why?
the 3 little bears.
I think you mean 3 little pigs.
No, the bears that ate Goldilocks.
Oh, that's Goldilocks.
The bears deserve the highlight as well.
I guess.
Well, thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.
Bye!